Happy Friday, everybody. This is me, Martelico. Just want to make a video to show love for my Asian community as well, the Hapa community. Actually, ironically, I just want to say I'm very honored to be part of the Hapa group and Asian private group. Ironically, I was added in, so I just want to say thank you for wonderful Asians for adding me to the group. As a black man, I just want to say that I was recognizing some of your issues and concerns that I was reading about. It actually kind of piqued my interest that ironically it's about white men and Asian women dating. And I was hearing these Asian dudes. I want to clarify this. I know y'all couldn't hear me, so I want to clarify something. I was actually kind of shocked the way these Asian dudes were speaking about this. That reminds me so much about myself and black men as well. And let me clarify something up with this too for anybody that's for white men and Asian women, females. I mean, hey, if y'all got genuine affection or compassion, understanding, that would be attack on interracial dating. I'd be look like a straight up hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm for interracial dating myself. So why would I attack another particular race or anybody for dating outside their race? I look like a hypocrite. No one's a black man dating outside his race, so why would I say otherwise? But I do recognize this from an Asian perspective, to an Asian degree, of the Asian perspective. And I was analyzing this very, very carefully, just to make sure I don't come off ignorant or anything or disrespectful to these wonderful dudes. So they were telling me about this in this particular chat room on Reddit, which actually pretty profound. And I was reading this also both in the Hapa group and the Asian identity group, which I was actually kind of scared to even mention I was black, you know what I'm saying? But I guess, obviously, they kind of know because I'm on anyway. But this ain't all disrespect anything, but I kind of meant this out of ignorance, too, that I never expect to hear Asian dudes sound so much like, well, particularly like me, that when Asian women be around white guys, let's just clear up the air, they change. They suddenly change and become totally two different persons. And I see this all the time in the media and also in real life. I was kind of noticing this too, way before the crisis and all this. I always noticed it was so much literally white guys, and just was that actually yesterday I was taking care of some business. And I was getting some business taken care of, and I was knowing it was a white dude and an Asian chick, and I said, "Oh, quite intriguing." And that kind of dawns on me. I was talking to the Asian dude. We were talking about very similarities when white guys can literally get another race of a woman, they become totally two different people. And we, if you know where I'm coming from, black woman. Yeah, I'm just not coming off negative. An Asian woman, I know they change their whole demeanor and behavior to please these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna get flacked by black women by this. I say, and I don't care. You know, and I recognize this from Asian dudes too. It's like, wow, we got something in common. We got a common purpose that we've also been slandered in the media. And I would even say it's a lot worse as a black man because sometimes I go inside stores or banks and stuff like that, they don't look very positive towards me. And perception kind of do matter. So I recognize it to a degree, but the reason I say to a degree because I'm not Asian myself, so I'd be kind of trying to say, not come off intentionally disrespectful, but unaware. I don't know if I'm accidentally offending you guys. God do recognize some of your problems that sound so mirrored to mine as well, which is pretty profound. And actually, took a particular uniqueness to this situation. I remember for many years, I was kind of like peeping around, like really on social media about this. But I was kind of just out of curiosity. I was looking into curiosity reasons. I said, I was noticing that a white dude and Asian chicks, and I noticed too, as a black man, how Asian women could say no Asian man. I look at Asian men as my brother and all that, and that dawns on me, you know. Sorry, my allergy is starting to kick in, and the reason I say it also intrigued me because I was noticing how mirrored this is, and I was actually kind of surprised when looking into white man, Asian woman dating in the Hapa community. I was actually kind of like, whoa, this sounds like me. Or this sounds like, you know, like you hear this sounds something like so much like what black men would have been saying. But I had to kind of fall back at times. Like say, oh, don't let me accidentally impose myself into a group that I have no business belong to. But somehow I've been ironically shocked that to some degree they somehow accepted me. And I tell them who I am. I tell them I am a black person, but I'm curious about your struggles and what the Asian community go through. As a black man, I kind of recognize this to a degree myself, dealing with this firsthand. I talked to black men about this myself, but to hear it from the Asian community, which is pretty shocking. I was actually looking up this nice lady say stop white worshiping, and I was shocked to hear that from an Asian woman of all people. I said, I be thinking if I was Asian, I probably would fully understand where they come from. And I just want to say you guys are brilliant. Just want to say shout out to the Asians, Asian identity, and the Hapa community for being such open-minded people. Because usually it's become like more of an exclusive thing. I'll be saying it's the black men and all this, or sometimes black women too. And let me clarify this up again. I have no problem with interracial dating. I would be a total hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of recognize this what I see from you guys mainly. I was kind of like shocked because that's something we black men talk about all the time. And it's like dawns on me, this is another race. You know what I'm saying? Another group of people that deal with their own different struggles. They deal with the Hong Kong riots. They deal with how Asians are getting discriminated, like literally heavy throughout in the media. And also, I read news articles on through Reddit, which is kind of disgusting how Asians are getting severely discriminated. And I say, and that's why I say I stand with you guys 100%. Even though we might be totally different, and I can understand. I was actually kind of shocked too. I actually had some Asian friends of mine, which is also part of that. Also, him as Winston Wu and some other characters too. To be honest with you, the beginning, to be truthful, when actually you had got exposed to us, that's also got exposed to the Happier Bro as well. I was pretty shocked how well I was treated. You know what I'm saying? Because usually, let me be real, as a black man, we get so much negative stereotypes and reputations and so forth that I was actually kind of shocked to actually talk to some of these Asians, to be truthful, because I don't know what they might think about me. You know what I'm saying? And I've been kind of careful. I'm be careful with anybody, race, foreigners, immigrants, and so forth, or different cultures altogether, of how the media perception of people is. It's just downright disgusting. And I'm gonna say this about Asians, that you fighting so hard for positive representation. That's something. I mean, I'm jealous about you guys that you fight so hard for positive representation. That not all, says that y'all fight for positive representation, fighting for Asian male positive representation, Asian female representation, which I noticed. I'm ashamed at times even say this as a black man that we don't have positive representation at all. And I'm not just being a victim. And if I speak this from personal experience, especially dealing with jobs and education and so forth, they never expect me to be articulate when I go to these job interviews, because based upon my voice, they think as what we call it, as a black man, or black people we call Oreo, basically. Black on the inside, white on the outside. So yeah, it's funny to be called a white boy by, ironically, not just by black people, but also white people. Oh, you don't sound like a black man, you sound like a white boy. So being articulate, intelligent as a black man can be, to a lot of ways, kind of dangerous, because you don't fulfill the negative stereotypes. And that's when I had to give a straight up positive to Asians about fighting for their representation. It might sound disrespectful too. So I actually remember talking to Asian, doctor's assistants, that he was an Asian guy. I said, like, I was actually a profound question. I forgot how the way I asked. I said, so is it true that Asians are very, very smart? I guess he took that as offense. I said, not all Asians are smart. I wouldn't say that to be disrespectful. I was kind of curious. I think, be real, I think that struggle because of negative representation. I rather prefer, be true for my opinion, I rather prefer to be look as smart than look as a criminal, So that's the second positive part for Asians. And also, y'all stick together like glue. Don't let the media, don't let social media destroy you guys, like they already done with black people and stuff. And I already spoke about that so many times. And I know a lot of black women probably gonna attack me for this, but I don't care, A lot of them don't flat out don't like black man anything, but that's just another topic for another time. To the Asian community and Hapas, and y'all stick together, y'all continue to work together. And I love K-pop, I love anime, I love Asian food myself. I love ramen noodles. I love me some Pocky sticks and so much more. So if anybody don't appreciate you anything, I appreciate you guys, because you guys are very unique kind of people, man. You know, I'm not just saying not saying to be brown nosing. If I say it's with sincere love and appreciation for the wonderful Asian community and the Hapa community. When I found out about Hapa, I guess I actually looked into the website called halfasian.org, and it actually quite intrigues me. I guess there's also go back to the title of the video of he was half white, half Asian. He was sharing his story on his website, which is pretty profound to me. That sounds pretty mirrored what a black person go for. Yes, I think he was inspired by black people, which is quite shocking. I think it was a Asian tiger or Euro Asian tiger or something. I know he's very popular. I know somebody couldn't find the videos, and some of you guys had recommended me to check it out. And I was looking to the WMAF videos, and boy, I was shocked. And I was actually one of the posts called, I won't say his name because I'm not a rat or anything, but I was one of his channels that was talking how crazy white men be destroying Asian women, like literally maim them or worse. So I can't say because I probably get censored off YouTube for good. So yeah, I was quite intrigued, but I said, wow. When an Asian woman date outside race, she usually slanders her Asian men. I was kind of like intrigued by it. I said, that sounds so much like what black women be doing when they date outside their race. They turn to completely different people. And let me clarify this again. I have no problem with interracial date because I'm not a hypocrite. You know, so I date white chicks or so. So that's just let it be obvious, you know. I'm willing to date outside my race because I'm based upon compatibility and mutual understanding. That's my purpose for interracial dating since I was 16, you know. And whatever your reason is for interracial dating, that's for you. But closing words is just want to show number mad love and respect for the Asian community and the Hapa community. So that's all for now. Thank y'all for watching.